everyone, welcome back to another video. So today is going to be a little video about some projects that I've been working on, a couple of acquisitions, one of which will most likely turn up either tomorrow or Tuesday. I purchased some hand-dyed yarn, which I haven't really done for a while. I picked up some from Nicole, who is Cola Girl Collective AU and has the Yarn Led Knits podcast here on YouTube. Definitely check out her yarn if you haven't, because it's amazing. So yeah, I'll do a separate little video when that comes. Also, a bit of life update and all that kind of stuff. I'll save that for the end. But I finally got back into knitting on my socks. So you may remember this pair, and I'll put it on the sock blockers so you can see. And I'll have to look up my phone to remember what the pattern is called. It is by the Knitting Expat Designs, Mina Phillip. So that is one finished, and the other one I am on the cuff. I don't have much left to go on this one. I hope it's on my iPad. I can't remember. Might not be. It keeps wanting me to do my sign in. I have a few of her patterns on here. I feel like I should have this pattern on here somewhere. Yep. I believe they're the Union Square socks. Actually, they might be on my Ravelry project pages. Let's go and have a look. I think I created a page for it. Yorkville. The Yorkville socks. And I'm using the unicorn colour from Knit Picks Felici. So yeah, as you can see, I'm on the cuff and I don't have much to go. These are my new go-to socks. So go-to needles for socks. They're the Addi Crazy Trio. Other people call them different things, but love it. In here I also have already caked up, and some of it is still in a ball, but this is the Sienna colour from Cola Girl Collective AU. I actually purchased this in 2018. I was looking through Etsy the other day, so I'm going to cast on this one as soon as I finish these socks. I think it's just going to be a plain vanilla sock. I feel like after you do a patterned sock, you kind of need to just do a plain vanilla sock to kind of cleanse your knitting palette, so to speak. So I'm going to cast that one on. I do have another self-strapping yarn coming from her. And I still have quite a few yarns from her that I haven't used yet, but I couldn't resist. When you see the yarn, you'll be like, yeah, I know why she picked that one. So I've probably got another stripe on this sock and it's done. So, and I now do my socks toe up because I suck at doing the kitchen up. I've tried it a few times and I just toe up socks. And I use the German short row heel in Mina's vanilla sock recipe pattern. I think that might be the only pattern that it's included in. I can't remember. It might be in her 2 at a time socks as well. But that's the only heel that I've used. I was going to experiment with different heels, but I also have quite a bit of that yarn left, so I might knit a hat, like a child's hat or something, out of the rest of that. But yeah, I could easily finish that today, which I probably should do. Sorry, I don't know why the dogs are barking. As you know, I have been doing the rainbow blanket for one of my friends who's having a baby. And as you know, it's been a bit slow going. Since I last showed you, where is it? So where the little donut stitch marker is where I was up to last time. So I've added a few rows, but it is pretty big. Today, I got it from Amazon Australia, a crochet blanket book. I've been wanting to do a chevron blanket for ages, and I just didn't get around to getting a pattern for it. Oh, I also picked up this new knitting bag from Thinkcraft. Has heaps of pockets, and you can have your yarn coming out here. Of course, purple. And I'll show you some other stuff that I got in a minute. But this book was actually, I saw it on Instagram from Yarn Trader, which is a yarn store in South Australia. And I was going to buy it and it's sold out. But I went on Amazon and found Amazon Australia and found it. And because I have Amazon Prime, I get free shipping. So this was it 26? But this is Stripy Blankets to Crochet. And I'm not even going to try and pronounce the designer's name because, you know. So this arrived today. It's Sunday, which I don't usually get packages on Sunday. But it has some really, really beautiful crocheted blankets in here. And it actually has, I mean, I haven't even begun to flick through the whole thing yet, but if I can find it. Yeah. So it actually has a pattern for the chevron blanket in there, and it also has for a lot of them the charts as well, which sometimes I find easier to follow than the written pattern. So what I'm thinking is I still have 3 skeins of this rainbow yarn that I've been using for this blanket. I'm thinking of keeping that blanket for myself and doing a chevron in that same yarn with the other cakes that I have for the baby. So that's something, because I really want to get it finished kind of quickly, because babies, they like to just show up. So I mean, I've probably got a few weeks, but I just, ooh, that's a cool pattern too. Can you tell I haven't looked through this book yet? St. Petersburg. That's a nice blanket too. That would be pretty easy to do as well. And obviously a lot of them have, you know, the various colours, hence stripy blankets, but you can use all the one colour, or you can use a couple of different colours. So yeah, I highly recommend this book. I've been reading through the patterns and they're very easy to follow. There's a lot of like info in them about, you know, techniques and how to read the patterns. They've even got some borders in here as well, I noticed, which is handy because I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I just struggle to know what border to put on my blankets. So it's handy to have have that. And there's a few other patterns towards the back, and then it also goes into techniques, and it has the actual pictures to show you, which is helpful if you're new to crochet. So yeah, definitely I would recommend this one. I will try to remember to put a link to it down below. If I forget to put a link to something, please just remind me in the comments, and I'll put it in the description box. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking about doing a chevron baby blanket instead of that one, because it's going to take me a while. So yeah, I'm glad this book turned out. Other than that, I haven't really been working on anything else. I finished the 2 dolls. I showed you this one last time. The little girl that I actually made this for is in hospital. She's not well at the moment, so she'll be getting that very soon. She's gonna be okay, but you know, it's never good when little kids are sick. But I also picked up, when I was in Lincraft, I got this knitting bag. They did have a couple of different designs. It was $20, but if you look at the price of some of the handmade project bags, I thought it was a pretty good buy. It has a zipper pocket at the front. There is one big pocket on the inside. Like plenty of room for your project and yarn. So I picked that up. Then I saw these and I thought these would be so cool for hats, like children's hats. Of course, the first one, that caught my eye was unicorn. It's all acrylic. There's obviously 50 grams. They're 10 grams each. And this one is unicorn. These were $3 from Lincraft if you live in Australia. I had to get this one. This one's called Cabaret, but it's like rainbow. This one is Rosebud. And we have Waterfall. And I opened up this one just to kind of see, because sometimes, you know, the yarn's not as soft, but this is a really nice soft acrylic. So, yeah, I'm going to crochet some children's hats with those and see how they go. I'm going to use one and crochet a hat with it. If it doesn't really work out, then I can always add it into amigurumis, things like that. But for $3, it's a pretty good deal. So I picked up those. Then, this is totally not yarn related, but I've been wanting to get one of these for a while, and I decided to get one. So if you're a gamer, this will probably interest you. I picked up a Nintendo Switch. This is the Switch Lite, and I have a few games that I got as well. And yeah, I've been playing it a fair bit actually. The games that I have, and I got it's turquoise, and I got a purple cover because, of course, what other colour am I going to get, right? The games that I have are Monopoly, Mario Kart, of course, classic, Tetris. I have this one, it's called Deadly Premonition, which is like a crime game. And of course I got, I haven't played this one yet, but it's Carnival Games. I thought that would be an interesting one to get. So yeah, I've been playing this quite a bit. And my mum is actually going to have my old 3DS and all the games and stuff with it. So love it. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be making some blankets out of this to sell, because there's some really nice blankets in here. So yeah, if you saw it on Instagram and you couldn't get hold of it, try Amazon. I don't know how much their shipping is if you don't have Amazon Prime. I'm not sure, but yeah, definitely a great book to have. So yeah, that is all my crochet and knitting. I'll get on to the life stuff. Those of you who are not interested, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Those who are interested, here we go. So I'm not going to say the goings on of the world at the moment. I don't know if it's the same everywhere else, but here in Australia, we are actually allowed, sorry the dog's barking, to withdraw some of our super money, our money out of our superannuation. So I have personally done that. Quite a few people I know have done that as well. And I'm, paying off my credit card, paying off, other bits and bobs that I have. And I'm going to have a few thousand left. And with all that being paid off, the only real, bill or debt will be my car payment. My loan for my car, my phone bill, a couple of subscriptions like Netflix type thing, Audible, that kind of thing. So I've actually started applying for rental properties. I currently live with my mum and stepdad, have done for quite a number of years, but I've been wanting to get my own place, and money is just kind of hasn't worked out, or I've wanted to get a car, so but with having this opportunity to take money out of my super, I'm able to pay off a few things and get to a point where I'm able to afford my own place. So I have applied for 2 places. There's a third that I've emailed the rental agent about, and there's a couple of others that don't look too bad. I'd still be living in this town. I don't know about any of you, I know some of you live in the town that you work in, but I like having the separation of I work in this town, but I live in this town. So yeah, I decided not to look at places there, just because, yeah, I like having the 2 separate. Obviously I still go there shopping and things like that when I'm not at work, but I like having the separation. So it will depend on when I get approved for one, how much it'll cost. Obviously one of them has all the appliances like fridge, washing machine, etc. in as part of the rent. That's included as part of the rent. The other places that I've looked at obviously do not have those things, so that will be an expense. But as I said, I do have money set aside, and you can also withdraw more money from your super fund in July, like the end of financial year, when it clicks over to the new one. So yeah, that's exciting. I really feel like I'm ready to do this. I'm excited, and yeah, I have cleared out a lot of stuff. I can't go through my clothes yet because obviously with the current situation, thrift stores are not taking donations, so I probably would have donated a lot of stuff, but they're not taking donations at the moment, so that puts a dampener on that. But yeah, hopefully I will hear soon about those. I don't know if I will be lucky to be able to rent one of these properties. Obviously I paid them rent, but I haven't rented a property before, if that makes sense. So we'll see what happens. I have my boss as one of my references, one of my co-workers as a reference, and one of my other friends as a reference, so fingers crossed. But yeah, they're nice places that I'm looking at, so hopefully we'll see. And it'll be nice because I'm looking at places that are 2-bedroom, so I'll have my room that I may have some of my craft stuff in the living room, but I may have the other room for a bit of a craft room, but we'll see. So I don't know if I'll take these cupboards. I haven't decided yet. But yeah, so that's exciting. We'll see this coming week what happens. And yeah, I'm just keep doing my crafting. I'm still only working 15 hours a week, so I have a lot of time to do my crafting, which has been good. And yeah, I've really went through and organized all my stuff, so it's a lot more organized. And I actually got the big like under bed storage because I got a new bed frame, and there's actually room underneath the bed to store stuff now. So I got some big zippered under bed storage boxes, I suppose. They're not really boxes, they're just material, really. Zippered material bags, I suppose. And that has a lot of my acrylic yarn that I will use for orders in there. Some of it is still up in one of the tubs on top of the cupboard, but most of it is in there. And I've put a lot of my art stuff in there. Just kind of organised it a bit better. So yeah, I think that's about all I have to share with you guys today. I hope you're all doing well, and we're starting to ease restrictions a little bit here, so we'll see. Hopefully by June, like mid to late June, things will be getting back to normal-ish, kind of. But yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at TamstarCraftyCreations. I also have a Facebook page if you would like to come and like that as well. That would be awesome. And yeah, hopefully I have some updates for you guys in the next couple of weeks. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you next time. Bye.